like everybody else's. I gotta get his measurements.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Why don't you take your dancing fingers and dance them out of this ring? Oh, my. And then we have the triumphant return of Miss Tessmacher. Good old fun bags herself, jacked up to her chin. Is it a coincidence that you and Kurt arrived at the same building at the exact same time?
Considering that we're both employees for TNA and that we both showed up to earn our paychecks, I don't find it odd at all.
Really? You don't? You don't? Well, what about this? It's also been pointed out to me that you were both at the exact same gym at the exact same time this morning. What do you have to say about that? Huh?
Did you or your resource happen to see the other 25 wrestlers that were working out that day too? Again, just a coincidence.
You know what, you little hussy? You've got an answer for everything, don't you? Well, you know what? Look at me. Consider yourself warned. I'm watching you.
Whatever. Oops.
It's always uplifting seeing Miss Tessmacher.
Narrowing it down, narrowing it down. Oh, my. And then we have, over here, Rice and Beans, the little burrito sisters. Oh, yeah. Oh, hot and spicy. Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. Oh, yeah. Oh, hot and spicy, just the way my ex-husband likes them. Yeah. You wouldn't consider it a coincidence using the American theme in all your interviews, would you? Oh, because Kurt Angle, he's an American hero. That's not a coincidence at all, is it? Is it? Is it? What do you have to say about that?
Listen, Karen, maybe you should take your head out of your and pay closer attention to impact, because we are Mexican America. All right, we don't want anything to do with any of you gringos estúpidos, and that includes your husband, Kurt.
Oh, my goodness gracious. And then we've got the whiny Madison Rain and Tara. It isn't a coincidence that the two of you and my ex-husband aren't all three former TNA world champions, is it? Oh, remember that? Having that gold around your waist, riding up and down the road. Gosh, having that championship belt. I'll bet you think you have a lot in common with him, don't you? Don't you?
Well, Karen, you're right about one thing.
Yes, see?
This one does think that she's somebody special. I've been telling her that for 3 weeks. You know, I wouldn't put it past her to lay down for an Olympic hero, because between you and I, she is a dirty, filthy slut.
Ooh, subtle.
What, Tara, you gonna do something? Do you have something to say, huh? What?
I guess she did have something to say.
I'd keep an eye on that one if I were you, Karen, because I wouldn't put it past her to try to sleep with this one either.
Oh, you little boy.
That ain't happening.
Velvet a new best friend. You know, gosh, Velvet, on a scale of 1 to 10, me obviously being a 10, you being about a 6.5 maybe. Yeah, really cute. Being every man's dream and every woman's nightmare. Velvet, I can see where you're coming from. You've lost your best friend. You've gone about as far as you're ever going to go in TNA. Yeah. But if you were to land yourself on the arm of Kurt Angle, wow. Imagine how that would catapult you to the top. I mean, Velvet, look at it. I mean, you're at the end of your velvet rope, and you've decided to go swing on somebody else's, haven't you? The only thing you have to do to get there, the only thing that you have to do to get there is to lay down. And honey, I've heard you're good at it. Tell her.
Attempt to lay a hand on the
That's right, baby. That's right. That's right.
Don't you ever.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't you ever think about it.
You stupid little girl.
Whoa! Velvet Sky just slapped the king of the mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, here we go, baby. Cat fight.
Velvet Sky, Karen Jarrett, Jeff's trying to separate the two.
That's Angelina Love.
With Winter trailing behind Angelina.
That's the former best friend of Velvet Sky. And
Just tosses, like you said, her former best friend, former partner, directly down to the canvas.
You better ring that ring bell before my demon gets you.
Intimidation tactics of Winter with SoCal Val insisting that she ring the bell and ring the bell now.
this match was supposed to be scheduled for later on tonight between Velvet and Angelina, but Winter just intimidating SoCal Val. Bellkeeper just to start the thing now.
Yeah, without a referee, and we're gonna get a referee. We're gonna send him to the ring, and we're gonna be back with the former Beautiful People partners against each other. More of Angelina and Velvet after this.
Sundays are about to get down.